I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything.
What's up, everybody? This is Q-Tip and the short guy. I'm the kid Dre.
And I'm D.
And now that D is finally finished with his homework, we can actually get back to the recording process of our podcast.
Listen, school is always going to be number one for me. And I'm just trying to graduate. Huh?
Spoken like a true nerd.
I'm just trying to graduate, get a good job, and all that, all right?
I have absolutely no opinion on that. I definitely didn't go to school, and I have a good job.
I should say, good job for going to school.
Good job for going to school, although I would never do the same.
Well, to each their own.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
how long you been going to school for? I'm so we're clear, you are not in high school, even though you look like you probably just started freshman year.
I did.
You know what just happened to your voice, bro? I did. What the fuck was that, dude? That was awesome.
That was my young man voice.
Your Poindexter fucking voice.
No, my young man voice, like just fresh out of high school. Cause that's how they sound.
I don't know one freshman that sounds like that, dude.
Do you know any freshmen?
Not at all. Anyway, so how long have you been going to college?
I graduated high school in 2015.
Thanks.
So how long is that?
5 years. It's 2020, bro. And I don't go to college, and I know the math. Jesus.
Listen, I didn't say I was good at math. I'm good at everything else. I'm decent at everything else.
Okay.
Math is not for me.
No, math sucks.
I barely know what 2 plus 2 is.
I'm pretty sure.
You see, I said 2 and I'm holding up a 3.
I know what 1 plus 1 is. It's 11.
What?
I just want to know if you had the same reaction this time as the first time I said that to you. It's 11. But no. So what do you go to school for?
I go to school for occupational therapy assistant. An occupational therapy assistant. And then I'm going to go to more school.
Okay.
To be an occupational therapist. So.
You already know what my question is.
5+ years.
That's another question.
Well, I'm just letting you know
okay.
It's going to be a lot more longer than...
A lot more longer. And if you keep up with that, that grammar.
Excuse me?
You said a lot more longer. I don't think that's grammatically correct.
Why not? I'm going to be in school a lot more longer than expected.
You didn't say the whole sentence. So.
Yes, I didn't complete the sentence.
All right. What was the question I was going to ask?
You didn't even finish high school, right?
You know what?
Facts. Correct.
Absolute facts.
Speech.
Anything I say about education, grammar, math is invalid at this point. Like, nigga, you didn't go to school. Shut the fuck up. I didn't even make it out of 10th grade. So,
wow.
I did do 4 years, though. I did 9th, and then 10th, and then 10th. And then I was like, I quit.
You're like, that's it. I did freshman, sophomore.
I did 4 years. No, that's 4 years. That's 4 years. I'm done. I'm out of here. But I did get my GED, just so we're clear. I'm not a loser. But question is, what is an fuck. Let me try that again. Occupational therapist assistant.
So, an occupational therapist is sort of like, I shouldn't say this. All the occupational therapists out there are going to hate me. But it's sort of like...
It's going to be very hard for you to find a job if you diss them right now.
It's sort of like physical therapy. It's the same type of rehab. Like, we work with people who have physical disabilities and people who acquire disabilities after, like, accidents and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But occupational therapists focus on meaningful activities. So, if you really like to cook and you want to get back to cooking, then we're going to form your therapy around tasks that are involved with cooking. While physical therapists are like, let's lift these weights to strengthen you.
Gotcha.
Occupational
it's more of the
therapists,
mind.
Occupational therapists are like, here is this weighted pan. Why don't you lift this to strengthen you instead of a weight? we do things more fun. We're the more fun.
You sound like a fucking
version.
therapist. What made you want to get into that?
I am a very people person, not people person, but like I care for my community and like other people around me. So I try to do my best to be involved with helping out other people. And honestly, I wanted to help others the way that I was helped in high school and stuff like that. High school, pretty much throughout my whole schooling, because I have a learning disability.
Mm-hmm.
So I had an IEP. I had to visit the school counselors and like have like special meetings and stuff. So I just want to be able to help people reach their goals and what they have for themselves, like their expectations. I want to help them reach those things the way that I was helped. So I'm very big into giving back and all that kind of stuff. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
I'm very involved in Big Brothers Big Sisters. If you guys don't know what that is, it is
You're a big brother to some child.
Yes, it's an organization. It's a mentorship organization where you get paired up with a little child and you just hang out with them for once or twice a month.
Which is dope.
Yeah.
See, we're on two different spectrums of this right now, because like, no.
You want to do that?
No.
You have a son already. Like, what,
That's
why?
enough. That is enough. I have enough of a child to spend my time with. I'm not a child person. Like, I like my son, but for the most part, other kids I'm like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Bye. Like my nieces and nephews, the younger they are, the better. Like I love my younger nephews and my younger nieces. They're so cute. My two youngest nieces, they hate me. They just look at me like I'm the fucking alien from another planet. But like my two older nieces, what do you want? Get away from me. We're not friends. Stop giving me an attitude. I will punch you in the face. Like, I'm not a kid person, so I wouldn't do that. But it's crazy because I'm good. I feel like I'm good with people and kids and stuff. So like that is something I could do, but I just don't have that desire. I don't have as much of an aspiration as you clearly do to do it, to go out and do it.
Yeah, I mean, like I did it with a lot of my family members, like my younger cousins and stuff. Like I would always take them out. I would always try to hang out with them and stuff and really be that mentor. So I was like, why not do this for someone else who really doesn't have anyone, you know?
And get paid for it.
You don't get paid for it.
And not get paid for it.
No, you don't.
I feel like you're making a bad choice.
It's rewarding, okay?
Okay. Well, I mean, that's kind of important. You want to do something that you can actually wake up in the morning and be like, feel good about doing it. Because a lot of people now, like, there's a lot of people that have jobs that they
look miserable.
They wake up and they're like, gotta go to this fucking place again.
Which is also why I wanted to do occupational therapy, because it's a very rewarding job to see people, like, get back to where they used to be.
Yeah, and know that you played a part in that recovery.
Yeah.
I can imagine that feels actually pretty good. Just like from a father perspective, like my son walking, like, oh my god, I played a part in him walking, and then I can see how the excitement in behind that, so I can understand the excitement in this person is all they wanted to do for the last couple of months is get back into whatever their passion was, and I helped them. So I understand the reward behind that. That's pretty cool. I always say high five to that. Woo! But yeah, like I said, biggest part of that is like being an adult in general fucking sucks. But if you move strategically enough in your path in adulthood, and you find that job or profession that is like something you truly want to do, I feel like that is the best move you can make.
Definitely. I feel like there's two pathways that everyone wants you to go down. Mm-hmm. The educational route and then the non-educational route, just going straight into work. And I really value education, but I also see, like, I don't think it's wrong to not go to school.
Well, I mean, all right, so like I do rag on school, but
Like
for me. So I wouldn't ever sit there and be like, fuck school. Why the fuck do you go to school? That's stupid. You should not go to school. I would say just get a job here. You can move up nowadays, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't do that to other people, to each his own. For me, though, I couldn't do school. I couldn't make it out of high school for the simple fact that, like, my learning process is solitary. So, like, being in a classroom with ADD was, like, it was hard, and I never wanted to be there, and I just, I like being alone. But, like, the stuff that I was taking home, I was able to do it. Like, when I started my medication for my ADD, I had straight A's. So I knew how to do the work. It was just the environment I couldn't be in, and being on that medication, like, everyone in the room disappeared. So I was able to be by myself, learn by myself, and, like, but it's just the medication, and I was like, I don't like being on drugs. So it's like, it's just, for me, school didn't work because I didn't like the environment. I took the books home, I read the books, I learned the stuff that I needed to learn. That's how I got my GED so quick. I got my GED in 2 weeks, and it's literally like a 6-month process for most people. So it's just like, I know the stuff, I just didn't like the environment. So for me, school wasn't good. I knew I didn't want to move on, waste my money, because to me it would feel like a waste of money to go to college or to community college. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to... And for me, luckily, I have parents that were more supportive. Some people don't have that. So I was able to be like, I'm not going to go to school. I'm just going to work and yada, yada, yada. And, like, it's not like it failed for me.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm still fucking scraping burgers off of a fucking frying pan.
Right. So what I'm saying is, like, what you said, school isn't for everyone. And you don't have to necessarily go down the school path. If you have something that you're passionate about, you want to be an entrepreneur and you have those types of skills, go ahead and do that. There's plenty of successful people that
especially nowadays,
that are entrepreneurs. And, like, if you want to work at McDonald's and become a manager, then sure, if that's what rocks your boat, then do that too.
I pass no judgment because, listen, I need somebody to make me a Big Mac. So Big Macs are the best burger. Big Macs and quarter pounders with fries, bro. If you're gonna eat fast food, eat a Big Mac or a quarter pounder from McDonald's.
No.
All right.
We don't eat McDonald's.
Don't go to fucking Burger King. If you eat Burger King, we can't even be friends.
We don't eat McDonald's. We don't eat KFC.
We don't eat KFC.
We don't eat.
Do we eat Chick-fil-A?
We like Chick-fil-A.
Okay. All right. Cool. Because I couldn't get on that boat. I can't not be a fan of Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A is bomb as fuck. Like, when it first came, I was like, ew, no, I don't do chicken. I'm not really a big meat eater. But then I went to Chick-fil-A and I was like, yo,
It changed your world.
when's the next time we going to Chick-fil-A? I was like, this shit's mad.
Now you know why Kanye made a whole song about it.
He did? This nigga. This is why I don't fucking listen to him. You know what's a banger off topic? Oh damn, I don't know what the song is, but from his Christian gospel album.
Yeah.
One of them songs, the beat is fire, and I love it.
I like his Christian album.
I have no opinions about it. I just like the beats. Before we jump down the Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. Yeah, so yeah, no judgment, because somebody has to make my McDonald's. So if that's what you want to do with your life, that's what you want to do. I'm just saying.
Right, and, like, if you want to be a store manager, you can probably make some decent money. You can live off that.
It just depends on where you're applying, like where you're working, because, like, there's places like retail places you could work your way up, but then there's office jobs that you have to have a degree. Like, they're entry level, you need a degree. Right. So it's like,
so it depends on where.
It depends on your path choice, and, like, if you're really passionate, you really want to be a lawyer. Guess what? You're going to school. That's not something you could work your way up from.
Yes.
So if you want to be a porn star, you probably don't need to go to school. I mean, you probably should take some sex education classes.
You want to hear something crazy? So when I was in high school...
It has to do with being a porn star? Yes.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay.
So when I was in high school, and if any of my high school friends are watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So when I was in high school, we would all make jokes like, oh, I'm going to drop out of high school and become a stripper.
Mm-hmm.
So we all graduated high school. And one girl moves to Miami and actually became a stripper.
And she's popular now, right?
She's making guap. Like the place that she lives in is really nice. She snaps her views and everything, and we're like, damn.
Y'all didn't take it serious. You're like, oh, girl, whatever. And she was like, no, for real.
We were all just making jokes, and here's this girl living in Miami in a penthouse. I don't know.
Hold on, I'll be back. I'm gonna go. I gotta go to Miami. Listen. You live in a penthouse and all you doing is dancing on a pole. Invite me and I will do the same. I can swing.
If it's in Miami, then it makes sense. Like,
I am an agile little man. I can learn how to swing on a fucking pole. I need me penthouse money. I don't have penthouse body. Penthouse money making body, I should say. But yeah. Anyways,
you can get there though if you believe. If that's what you want, then you can do it.
I have to go to the gym. And because of the way my life is set up,
I'm still working off this cruise.
You're still working off the cruise that we went on like 6 months ago. Like, damn, bro. Listen, but that buffet, for real, we gotta go on another cruise, dude. But, yeah, I don't know, man, because, like, I feel like, I don't know. It's like you go to school, unless you get like a full scholarship and like tuition paid, you end up owing money in the end, right? Yeah, and if you don't
don't want to talk about how much loans.
Oh shit! But all right, so let's say.
But you also have to realize that school is an investment, and that's what I put into my mind when I'm putting myself into more financial debt. In
reality, what school is a debt, right? So you are putting money into a school that at the end of it, there's no guarantee that you're gonna actually get a job in the profession that you.
Oh no, I'm definitely getting a job in the profession that I'm going into.
Okay, listen, Professor Xavier. Let me finish my sentence. I know you know what I'm going to say because you can tell the future.
There are other professions that you don't know.
Right. All right. So my point is, average case is it's a debt.
And I feel like you have to be practical about those things. But anyway, I'm sorry. Continue. Go ahead. It's a debt.
All I'm trying to say, like, I'm trying to show you.
So what I'm trying to say is,
I'm just trying to show you both sides, motherfucker. Like, damn. Like, basically, I was gonna say you go to school so you can better your education. You get a good job, but then you owe money. Yes, you have a good job, but you owe money. So now you're in debt. You don't go to school so you could just not have owe money and you get a job, and no matter what you do at the job, you don't make enough to fucking live. So it's kind of like either way, it seems like it sucks unless you, like I said, get full tuition paid, or you know for a fact, Professor Xavier, that you're going to get a job in the field that you're studying.
No, I'm getting a job.
Okay.
I'm getting a job.
I can see. No, I know. I can see it for you because you look very sincere right now. You're getting that job.
But I feel like that also has to do with like practicality. Like, don't be, I don't know, like, and this is where picking a major is kind of tough because they say pick what you're passionate about. Yes and no. You want to pick something that you're passionate about because this is something that you can do for the rest of your life. And you want to be in love with it. You don't want to be one of those miserable people just going through the motions and then going back to school and all that stuff. No, you don't want to do that.
Yeah. You don't want to get up and be like, fuck this job, fuck this place, fuck these people, fuck you, I like you. You're alright.
Maybe I won't bomb the place today.
Fuck. I have nothing to do with this. We have two very distinctive, different voices.
I'm sorry. Maybe I won't bomb the place today. How's that work? That wasn't me. That was my freshman year.
No, but like that just on so many like Columbine type levels, that was wrong.
Why did you bring up Columbine?
Because you sounded like a nerd, and then you're talking about bombing places, and you're a freshman. It just brought it there, bro. You brought it there. I'm not even.
No, you connected the dots there.
Because that's my head. My head's fucked up. All right.
So, yes, do what you are passionate about, but to a certain degree, you can't say, I want to be a wedding planner and then expect to get a job right out the gate. Like, that's no.
Unless you know a ton of people getting married.
Right.
I feel like that specific job, whether you go to school or you don't go to school to be a wedding planner, that shit's difficult.
Or I want to be. I don't know what other practical things that are out there that. There's stuff.
I get your point. Yeah.
What's another one that I'm like, why would you pay that? And a lot of people do it too, and I'm like, why?
You know what job I think is really good, honestly? Something I would say, yes, if that was my passion, I would go to school in a heartbeat. Veterinarians. I would, if my son was like, I want to be a vet.
But do you think that's something that, like, you can actually get a job when you get out of school?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, look at the doctor to human doctors to non-doctor ratio. Like, there's a plethora of doctors. If you don't like this one's opinion, you can go somewhere else. Especially in this state, there's one emergency veterinarian clinic in this state. One. 24 hours, no matter where in the state you live, if you have an emergency with your pet, you have to go to this one emergency care
Yeah,
clinic.
that's open 24 hours.
So, if you are a vet and you have the financially can open your own emergency clinic, there's so much competition.
You can open, but no one has opened an emergency.
And they should, because I really can't keep making that drive. That's a very long drive.
It is a long drive.
To have an emergency,
I have had to make that drive before.
I hated it. You know how many times I took that drive and I was like, we're not going to make it.
I literally...
Actually, it happened once. And you know what? I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this shit anymore. That was sad. But my point is, like, when it comes to veterinarians, we have very little veterinarian places.
But then you'd have to open your own business, and then how many people are going to do that? Like, how many people are going to go to school for business?
You don't need to go. You don't need to go. You don't need to be going to school for it. You don't need to major in being a vet and minor in business.
Why
you
not?
could just partner with someone and have them open a business for you, and you just are.
No, but
you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of work.
You gotta split the cost with someone else.
This is why I sit at a table behind a mic and talk. Right? And then I get up and I go to my minimum wage job and I do what I have to do to make ends meet and take care of my child. Because all of that was just, it made my fucking head hurt. And I'm done. I'm not going to school. I don't want to be a vet anymore.
I'm sorry, I just killed your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
You're just on the zoo. You ready to start?
Bro, you know,
right now.
listen. I have my 32 cats and my son. Okay, I just got his balls cut off. It's fucking awesome. He's high as fuck right now. But listen, I already got my 32 cats. I'm gonna get a tiger, monkey.
Do you have the cat balls in your jar?
That's disgusting. And I know that story. Please don't. Because nobody wants to hear about the girl in class that brought her cat's balls. It's weird.
You already pretty much told it.
Anyways.
I go to school with white people.
Fuck. So listen. I'm gonna get a tiger. I'm gonna get a Siberian tiger. I'm gonna get a
You're so extra. Why you say Siberian tiger? Why couldn't you just say tiger?
I'm gonna get a chimpanzee, a spider monkey. What else am I gonna get? I'm gonna have the whole. Basically, I'm gonna have the whole Michael Jackson thing going on, except no kids. No kids. There's
no scandal?
No scandal because no kids. They would be like, well, why would you open an amusement park? Because I'm a fucking child at heart. Literally. I don't like kids, but I'm a child at heart. I want to ride on the goddamn fucking Ferris wheel myself.
Speaking of being a child at heart, what is one thing that you wish you could go back to when you were a child? Or what is one thing you wish you knew about becoming an adult when you were a child?
One thing I wish I knew.
Yeah.
So, like, if I could take all the knowledge that I have right now
Yes.
of being an adult
Yes.
and go back in time and be a child again,
Mm-hmm.
anything I say right now is probably going to sound morbid.
Just say it. We keep it 100.
Don't make it to 18, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Why do you say that? Please
Jump-
explain.
Jump off a cliff.
I'm
Well, first of all,
interested. Go ahead, tell me. Tell me more. Tell me more.
it wasn't Love at First Sight. So listen. First of all, if my son is listening, which
okay.
with the
Okay.
amount of the F-bombs I say, I hope to his mother that she is not letting him. But we did go see Bad Boys for Life together, so he probably...
Oh, you did?
Oh, it was dope. The best fucking... It was the best experience. And it's just funny because,
You know,
like, the way that
together?
Huh?
This is the first movie that you saw before me.
That's awesome. Well, I went with my son. It's just funny because, like, the way that her and I are, so the entire time, I don't know if you know it, but Dane Cook, we were referencing Dane Cook vicious circle jokes where he's like, oh, the floor's sticky, and he's like, I just came. So we were doing that, and he's just like, what are you guys talking about? it's fucking hilarious. But no. So, yeah. So to my son, I'm not saying I don't love you. I'm just saying if I could go back, I probably would have not been a father at 18. Cause I don't think it fucked my life up, but there's no way to really know. Like
Yeah.
I had already dropped out of high school. I was already out of school, but
So you already fucked your life up.
all right, take it back. Never mind. Sorry, son. None of what I. So I feel like if I could go back to any time, it would probably be. Oh fuck, dude. I don't know. 12. I'd go back to 12. Yeah, I'd go back to 12. And I'd pay more attention to therapy because now I know that. The way that I handled because it was grief counseling. My brother passed away when I was 12 years old.
Mm.
I know that the way that I dealt with it was, just kind of sat back. Therapist did all the talking, and I was just not receptive. And I feel like if I were more into the therapy, I probably would have healed quicker instead of being like a grown ass man and still dealing with the loss, But I have a question for you. Sorry, I had to burp. I don't do that. What is it?
Wait, I wanna.
Oh, my
answer
bad.
it too. Dang.
My question was similar. My question was similar, but yeah, nah. What's one thing if you knew it? Then
So I just wish I could go back to a point in time where I was oblivious, because like children are just living their life, living young, wild, and free, not knowing the actual truths of being an adult. The struggle.
it's like it seems like the younger you, because like all these things are taught. I'm not just listen. Your crocodile tears have no effect on me whatsoever. But a lot of shit is taught. Like hate is taught. Hate is taught. Kids they're not born like fuck that person specifically. Why? Because they're different. Because they don't know they're different. You know what I mean? So I feel like that is definitely something that I wish I could go back to too. Not knowing hatred.
Not knowing hatred.
Yeah, good times.
I was just talking about like not knowing the stresses of life, and you're talking about hatred.
But that's part of it. Like being that young. Sorry, being that young, you don't know hatred. You don't know stress. You don't know. I mean, some kids get diagnosed with depression, but that's a different story. But like, you don't know that stuff. You don't know what it's like. Like, think about how many times you're like, Mom, can I have $1? Mom, can I have $1? Mom, can I have $5? Why not? Because you don't understand that you probably don't have it. You know what I'm saying? So I get that.
Right.
And I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, so like, listen. So you asked me, right, what is one thing that I wish I could go back to? But what is one thing that you dislike most about being an adult? Is it hard to answer because it's just so much? Or is it just like, oh my god, I love being an adult. I can do whatever I want.
Oh my gosh, I love being an adult.
Oh man.
I just love it.
The sarcasm behind that one. Holy shit.
I guess it's similar to what I answered before. Like, I just hate paying bills. I like having money, so
Facts.
if I see my money having to go somewhere else, I'm like, dang.
Yeah, I just worked for that.
Exactly.
You're just gonna take it.
Exactly. Like, I want to buy those. I want to buy clothes. I want to buy shoes. I want to go on vacation.
I just don't like the responsibility. Like I don't mind working for my money and then being like, oh, I have to pay taxes. Oh, I gotta put gas in my tank. Like that shit don't bother me.
It bothers me. I'm like,
it bothers me when I don't have the money to do it. But
car, why can't you just hold gas for a month or something?
Or why do I have to pay taxes in the state that I pay taxes to drive on the street with the car that I've already paid taxes to buy? I don't, that shit fucks me up. There's a lot of taxes going on. I don't really understand the ins and outs of the taxes. But if I went to school, I'm just kidding.
Maybe I would understand.
Yeah, I would know a little more about taxes.
And in this state in particular, or this city, like we got mad debt. So like,
we're just paying shit off of people. They're just like, how can we get money? Taxes.
We'll say that we're fixing the roads.
Did we already pay tax? Did you already pay your tax on that? Well, guess what? There's a tax for the tax that you paid on the tax, and your tax is late. So now
we'll just say that
interest.
your taxes are going towards the roads.
Tax, and literally that's what car taxes go to. Well, they go to someone's pocket, and some of it goes to the roads. But I'm just, you get my point.
Well, they're still.
You get my point. Every week, I get taxes taken out. They go to the government, which is paying the people that are fixing the roads that I already drive on in the car that I already paid taxes for. So what the fuck am I paying these taxes for every year? That shit don't make sense to me. If I could go back, I changed my mind. If I could go back, I wouldn't have bills either. Fuck a bill. The bills are the only thing I hate about the guy. I hate it. I hate that. Fuck all of it. Being an adult sucks. I don't want to wake up to go to a job to make money to give to somebody else for something that I've kind of already paid for by going to work and working.
I just don't. I don't understand. I don't. Like, if our money's going towards these roads, going back to these roads things, why are there still bridges and stuff that are closed? Why aren't they getting fixed?
Bro, honestly, I was driving in the city, so I was downtown, and it was like detour that way, detour for the detour this way, detour around that detour this way, and then I was just like, at some point I'm like, am I ever gonna get to the street I actually need to fucking get to? Or there was so much, there was cones and yellow vests all over downtown, and I'm just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And like literally that's what I was thinking. I'm like, this is why I'm paying these taxes right now. For this shit that has been good. This has been here for like 2 years.
Listen, the bridge that's by my mom's house has been closed since I graduated high school.
It's 5 years. It takes you 5 years.
Like probably.
Yo, hold on. This is the best time because you brought up the cruise. So I'm gonna bring up the day before the cruise when we went to fucking Florida. And we walked to Del Taco, right?
Yeah.
This is what happened. We left the hotel to go to Del Taco, and
I know what you're talking about.
And they were tearing up the road. Literally, like they had the truck. It was bringing up the back end, right? We walked by. They were still tearing up the road. The next morning, we left to go to get breakfast at Del Taco. I really like Del Taco, and the road was done. It was fucking done.
I don't remember getting breakfast at Del Taco.
We got up to get breakfast. Because remember, homegirl was like, oh, you guys... Oh, no, that was the same night. So where the fuck did we go? I don't know where we went. Maybe I just went out by myself to have like a cigarette or something. But listen, the road was done. And I was like, damn. I mean, fuck. Gotta cut that out. But I was like, dude, the road is done. It's fucking completely done. I don't understand how back at home it takes them fucking an entire century to finish one small patch of fucking road, but here it's like boom, done overnight. Like I fell asleep and the road was missing, and then I woke up and there was a new road. It's like what the fuck?
But they also make a lot more money for that kind of stuff anyway. Like, I feel like, I don't really know how it is to live down there, but they have a lot of touristy areas, so.
You're right. Yeah, it would be really hard for them to have their.
But I don't know how their taxes work, if their taxes are high as well.
I don't know, but I just feel like
small ass state, our taxes are high.
I feel like we could still handle being able to get a fucking road done, and at least a week. If that's too short of a time for these people, a month, but 5 years is ridiculous. That's just appalling. I don't know how we got on this, but yes, if I could. I'm sorry. No, we're on what I dislike most about being an adult. All of it. I hate it all. Fuck this place. I want to go home. So,
take me back,
Mama.
Take me back,
Mama.
I want to go back from where I came from.
That's too far. That is
too far back.
Too far back. I wanna be able to do stuff.
It's probably warm in there.
It probably is. You know what? Besides prison, that is another place that was free room and board. So
you're right, and you got fed.
And there was no potential of being butt fucked. So maybe we should head back to the womb, start over, redo this. This is why I play Sims, because I can do that. I could just kill my person off and start again.
Live life through Sims.
That's what I tried to do, because honestly, this one it sucks. Yeah. All right. So, bills. Got it.
Bills.
Mm-hmm. You know that song was really good though. But anyways, on to the next thing about being an adult.
I think it's funny that when we were young, and a lot of young people do this still today, we set up these milestones for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Like birthdays.
Like, we can't wait until we're 10. Then we can't wait until we're 15. Then we can't wait till we're 16. And then 18. And then 21. Maybe 20s.
No, there's 21 and then 25.
21, 25. Some people are excited for 30.
No one. Who gets excited to be 30?
They're like, oh, I can't wait till I'm 30.
Why is 30-year-olds fucking
chain
smokers to you? You're like, let me tell you something. When I was your age, I did a lot more smoking than you know of. But now I'm almost 30 and I'm excited. I'm gonna let my tits sag and I'm gonna let my fucking hair loose so it's all natural and the fuck is that? Like you just turned into a fucking chain smoking stripper. Nah, nobody wants to be 30. Listen, I'm so close to 30 right now that I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be 30.
I am
3. That's three. Count them. Uno, dos, tres decades. Almost 3 decades.
I'm 23, and I am not excited for anything else. Like, maybe when I was younger, I was.
Well, be excited to be 25, because then you can rent a car in this state.
Well, why is that exciting?
It's not, but it's a milestone, so just fucking deal with it.
Woo!
Honestly, we have to. We're gonna be renting a car in a few months, and I'm the only one that can do it. That's a lot of responsibility. I'm responsible for a car for 6 people, dude.
So yeah, these milestones. We were so eager and excited to get to these milestones, and then when we get there, we're just like, "This is it."
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for. And now look at us. Like I said,
I don't know why that is.
It's
you know,
it goes back to that.
TV.
What? What? Elaborate, please. 'Cause I need to know what the fuck that meant.
I just thought of My Super Sweet 16, and then everyone was like, "Yo, I want a Sweet 16."
Nigga, I never wanted that shit. You know why I didn't want that shit?
I did.
Because I knew I wouldn't. First off, no one would come to my party, and I wouldn't get a fucking car. So what the fuck was it
you
for?
were gonna get a car?
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna get a car. The car that I got was when my parents got divorced, and I think I was getting pity shit. And it was like, we're sorry that we're breaking up. Here's a Nissan Maximum from '95. What? Okay.
You should give me a TV, an Xbox.
Actually, this is my parents' divorce gift right here. So
a MacBook.
yeah, but this. It's time for a new one. They need to get divorced again so I can get
they
some
need to
shit.
get back together and get divorced again.
Absolutely.
So I guess you can do.
And I would milk them getting back together. I just got over the divorce. Shit was fine. I don't know how I'm gonna handle this. And they'll be like, "Well, here's a new Mac," and I'll be like, "Awesome, I'm good with it.
I'm good now.
I'm good now." No, but what I think it is, and I really need you to elaborate, and that's how we'll finish this. More on the MTV thing, because I feel like there's more than just the Sweet 16. I need that to be. I need you to have more than just the Sweet 16. But,
no, that's all I thought.
Oh, that's terrible, dude. That's fucking terrible. Nah, but I think it goes back to the being oblivious thing as a child. It's like, well, when you're 18, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, but when you're 18, you'll also become an adult. And as I mentioned previously, that shit sucks. Fuck this free trial. It's over. I would not like to renew my prescription. I am done adulting, but like I can't go back. So like that's what it is. You don't know what you're getting yourself into, and it's kind of just like, okay, when I'm 18, I'm gonna be an adult. I can do whatever I want. And then you're like, well, this kind of sucks. Now I have responsibility. And then it's like, okay, but when I turn 21, I can turn up, get drunk, blah blah. Then you turn 21 and you're like, well, I've actually been drinking since I was 17, so this actually kind of sucks. Then you turn 25 and you're like, okay, I'm a quarter of a century old now. Oh shit, this needs to stop. We need to stop aging now. And then all of a sudden you're 30, which is literally how I feel that happened to me. I was like, I'm gonna be 18, dope. I'm gonna be 21. I could drink. I could buy my own drinks.
You forgot to register to vote and stuff too. You're able to register to vote at like 16.
First of all,
why are you looking at me like that?
Because
that is something a lot of people are excited about.
But that's part of being an adult. That's that status of, oh, I could vote now. And let me tell you how that worked for me. Exactly like this, right? So who
did you vote for?
I don't vote. Hold on. This is why. Listen. When I turned 18, it was when Obama was running.
Okay.
I voted for Obama.
Wait.
Hey.
Can we just talk about
how old I am? No.
I was in middle school.
So yes, how old I am, just in a different fucking format. Alright, listen. This is what happened, right? So what happened was I voted for Obama. What year did I turn 18? 2009. Was that the first year he was running? The first time he ran? Or was it the second term? Yeah, that was the first term, right? Okay, so that just made it worse. I was hoping that was the second.
I was actually in elementary school then.
That's worse.
I don't know.
That is worse, because like for me, I was gonna be like, no, second term, it's not that bad. But I fucking just made it worse. Damn. All right. So, anyways, first term, I voted for Obama, and then I got called to jury duty, and I was like, yeah, I'm never doing this again. I don't register me to like I haven't got called back. Fuck the government, they heard me. Shit.
They're like, write his name
Yeah,
down.
they're like, alright, the kid Drake. He's in the smallest state, I heard that.
Small state, high taxes, don't fix the roads. Got it!
We know where you are. They did none of that. They just did facial recognition off the YouTube. But no, yeah, so I was like, yeah, no, I did my deed. I voted for the black guy. Now take me off that list. I don't want to do jury duty. And it fucking sucked. I spent 2 days sitting in a waiting room. They ended up taking a plea deal, so I wasted 2 days out of work, which I got paid for it, so fuck it. But like, it sucked.
I voted and I haven't gotten jury duty.
And knock on that wood, nigga.
Why? What's wrong with jury duty?
It just sucks. And also, like, here's how I feel about it.
That's the next milestone.
My
first jury duty, yeah!
And then you're gonna get there and be like, God, why did I want to do this? Alright, but think about it this way, right? When do you need a jury? What type of trials do you usually need?
I don't know.
Murder cases. That's exactly where my head goes. And I don't want to be the one in there for this. Imagine.
That's interesting.
No, imagine we all agree but one, and they all look at me and they're like, we all think he's guilty, but not him, and I'm just like, fuck. And then the guy gets off, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. Why do I want to do that? I don't want to fucking do that. Also, I don't want to be responsible for putting someone in jail. That kind of sucks. It's a hard decision. I don't even know how to punish my own child. How the fuck am I going to hold somebody accountable in the court of law? The court of the law.
Speaking of that, I'll play that video for you later. It was really interesting. Do you watch? I'm not going to talk about.
Hold on. YouTube. You can't listen. You cannot bring up a video and be like, "I'll show you that later."
Because it's another YouTube video. I can't be promoting other people's YouTubes on our YouTube channel.
Is it a podcast?
No.
Okay. Speaking of podcasts, why did you want to start doing podcasts?
Why did I start wanting to do a podcast?
Yeah. And then we can end this.
I don't know, to be honest.
I thought it was
kind of
because
just
you were
tied
born.
me. No. Let me tell the story, okay? Time out.
All right, okay.
Time out.
All right.
Let me tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
So he just kind of tied me to the chair and was like, "Listen, you're gonna do this podcast, and you're gonna do it now, and you're gonna do it right." And I was like, "Okay." I'm kind of tied to the chair. My hands are tied. What can I do? They're not tied anymore.
If anybody, no, because if anybody believes that bullshit, that me. Do you want to stand side by... You know what? Actually, no matter your height, you're skinny as shit. I could take you. Actually, I have picked you up and threw you over my shoulder, so...
Have you?
I didn't throw you over my shoulder, but I did pick you up and throw you in the car.
He did do that.
I was like, we're going to get food. I don't know. You're coming. Boop. Yes. But anyways, back to the story. No bad. So back to the chair.
Yeah, and if you don't believe me, just watch him on the Netflix show You.
Every single one. Listen, if, because I don't think... I know a few of my ex-girlfriends probably would listen to this, but if all of them heard you say that, they would be like, "Oh my god, he is Joe." Especially my baby mama. He's so Joe. Except I don't... Whoa, hold on, wait a second. I don't kill nobody, though. Can we... I'm just crazy. I'm just super possessive and stalker-ish, but not the... Like, I will admit to that.
Maybe you should not.
No, I don't care. I just don't want nobody to think I'm a fucking killer. I don't do that shit. I don't go that far.
You don't want the government to be after you.
I don't want nobody.
They're already after you.
Listen,
for jury duty.
I just don't want no... I will...
You know what? My first jury case is going to be this guy right here.
Nah.
I'm going to have to...
When did Joe get caught? I'm a very good stalker. You wouldn't even know if I stalked you.
Again.
Except for when I call the phone like 800 times and I'm like, "I'm outside your house." That sounded really fucking bad.
Again,
can I cut all of this out?
We don't...
Oh my god. Anyways, all I'm saying is I'm not a murderer.
Anyways, so honestly, how we came about doing this podcast. I was always interested in doing YouTube, like ever since I was younger. Kind of similar to your story. I'll let you tell your story. My sister and I did like little skits and wrote scripts and stuff, planning on doing a YouTube channel, but we didn't actually go through with it. But now that I'm older, I see myself as being very creative.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone comes to me and is like, "Hey, you want to do this thing?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" Anything creative.
Yeah.
Like, I wrote a book. I wrote a script for a show.
Hold on, you didn't just write a book. Please don't downplay yourself. You have a published book.
I self-published a book.
There you go. Thank you.
I wrote a script that I plan on recording at some point in my lifetime. If anyone is interested in acting...
Wait, are we talking about the script that I think we're talking about?
Yes.
I'm going to be a teacher.
If anyone is interested in acting...
So that part's taken.
Or knows any... has any filming experience. You don't get paid.
Yeah, freelance only.
Please. I am a broke college student. You just didn't hear that in the beginning of the podcast?
College is in debt. All right.
But yeah, so like I'm a very creative person, and if anyone like is like, "Hey, I got this idea for this video or this project," I'm like, "Hey, you want to help me out?" Hell yeah, I want to help you out. We were collabing on a lot of stuff we're starting to write our own book.
Yeah, I feel like we had so many things that we like looked at it and we were like, no, that I feel like we zeroed in and we were like, this one is the most obtainable at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still think we can write a book though. I think the book idea was really good. We should revisit it.
But you gotta finish. You gotta finish your thing, and I just finished my thing, and whatever. So.
Listen, I already wrote my script. So I just have to edit it, but it's already written. So
When does the people?
Hmm?
All right.
What?
Okay.
Huh?
Well, the reason that I started like I wanted to do the podcast thing is well, kind of like I just said, like we had so many ideas that we were going back and forth on, and one of them was doing a podcast because I like to talk. I talk so fucking much that I was like, oh my god.
Can't already tell.
The only difference is that when we're with the group of our friends, I usually get cut off and told to shut up. So I figured I was like, if you put the mic in front of me, I know, I just anticipated. But if you put the mic in front of me, I will be able to get out my opinions on certain things, which I was listening to a podcast with somebody, and I'm not even going to say the name of the podcast or the person who I was listening to, but some of the things that they were saying in that one fucking podcast, I was like, yo, bro, stop speaking for every single man, because I do not think that. And I was like, yeah, I got to talk for myself. So that's why when it came down to it, I was like, listen, I feel like the one thing that we were throwing around back and forth, this is the one we can do. And just like you said, however, for me, it was different. So growing up, my best friend was my older sister, and for us, it was different.
Stop it.
Because we did those things with our camcorder and VHS player. We made.
What's that?
Yeah, exactly. So there was no YouTube for us, but what we did was we made variety shows for like our parents. For like Mother's Day, Father's Day, yada yada yada. We would like do like Saturday Night Live, Mad TV type skits, and we would film it and present it to our family as a show. Then we moved on to incorporating music videos into it and got into singing. And my sister works on her stuff. I work on my stuff. We're both equally. We're literally. We are so similar. I'm just the male version of her. Kind of like I said, she was my best friend, so like I did a lot of stuff she did. But it's like. I've always done creative things myself. I write, I sing, I draw, blah, 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 blah. So I just feel like the same thing. If you come to me with an idea and I'm like, yo, I like that, I'll probably like inject myself somehow into your plans before you can ask me to be part of it, because I love to create. I'm more of a visual person, so like, yeah, I write and stuff, but like, I like to do the movie sides of things or the show sides. So,
which is why he just injected himself into my show.
Yeah, no, I was like, well, I'll be the teacher because I'm old enough.
Did I want you to be the teacher?
Well, yeah, but at first we couldn't because there was obstacles in our way, and now that those obstacles have disappeared, now I'm the teacher. And we're doing a podcast. So life has actually worked out a little bit better now that obstacle has gone out of our way. Good thing for the obstacle, because that's how we met.
Also, yes.
But fuck that obstacle being in our way. Pretty much.
Yes.
So overall, would you recommend being an adult?
Hell no.
5 stars? Fuck this place, I want to go home.
Honestly, I think that there are definitely pros and cons, like anything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can have a good adult life as long as you know how to manage it well.
Right.
Don't go to school.
Don't go to school.
Can you let me finish?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought that was
I'm not saying don't go to school. I'm saying don't go to school and, like, pull out all this money so that you can be in all this financial debt. And don't pick something that is not practical. If that's the path that you want to go down, If you want to go down the school route, don't pick something that's not practical, that you're not going to get a job when you get out of school. Don't take out millions and billions.
Nigga, if you have
trillions
millions and
dollars.
millions of dollars that you could take out of a fucking bank for a loan, do something else. Invest in something fucking else, dude. I'm sorry.
And if you don't want to go down the school route and you want to just get into work,
that's also okay because, like I said,
it is also okay if you want to be your own entrepreneur. That's also okay.
Mm-hmm.
But just know what you want to do, have your plan, and just go through it. Like you can't. You have to actually.
You gotta put work. You have to put work in.
It's not
adulting.
It's not easy.
It is not. It is not adulting is a very difficult thing to do. But yeah. So overall, I would definitely say that was a 1 star. We do not recommend it, but that's too fucking bad because it's part of the life.
Unfortunately.
Yep. So yeah.
If I could just like age in place, that would be nice. Like Benjamin Button or something.
No. If I could stay one age, maybe. I don't want.
If you could stay one age, what age would you want to be?
25, so I can rent a car.
Stay 25.
So I can rent a car. Of course, they keep increasing the fucking legal age to do everything in this state. So it's like, well, if I'm 25, then I won't be able to do anything eventually. But anyways,
they'll just increase the age to 30.
I'll be like, damn, no, I got it. But then I'll have a milestone to look forward to. And with that being said, we went full circle and we can end the show now.
I would want to go back to being a freshman in college so I can talk like this. However I started
I thought that was high school.
No, it was definitely college.
Oh.
No,
it was high school. It was high school because I had to clarify that you're not in high school, even though you look like you could be.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
That's right.
You're right.
All right, so you be Poindexter. I'm gonna be the old lady smoking because you look like you're 14. I look like I'm gonna be 30. Anyways, thanks for watching Q-Tip and the Short Guy.
Please like and subscribe to our videos. You can't even like on podcasts, but subscribe to our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, just all
of the things that you could do, any way that you could find.
Follow us on Instagram at Q-Tip _ _ the short guy.
That's right. If you need to, we'll put the description in the bio.
We're gonna put it in the.
It's Q-Tip, one word _ and one word _ the short guy, one word as well. Okay.
Also, if you have any ideas of what we want us to talk about, any questions, feel free to DM us on Instagram and email us.
Listen, we gotta end this because this voice fucking hurts my throat. We gotta stop.
Our email will also be in the description below.
Jesus
Thank you.
Christ.
Bye.
He said bye. I'm so done. He said bye.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything.